Hello again, Lobo fans. Welcome back inside the Lobo Lounge. We have Assistant Athletic Director for Annual Giving with the Lobo Club, Paige Klostermann, with us. Paige, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Robert. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Doing okay. How are you doing with the shelter in place? Is it really starting to wear on you? I love the smile. It looks like you're doing all right.
I'm doing all right. It's been a challenge. I live here by myself, so all my family's back in Iowa. So it was a little weird at first, but I've acclimated. You kind of develop your new normal. So I think going back to the old normal will maybe be a challenge.
How about your family? Is everybody okay? And are you able to communicate with them regularly? Things like this, Zoom meetings, FaceTime, that kind of thing?
Yeah, all are well. So mom, dad, brother, sister-in-law, and my sisters are all back in Iowa. We've been fortunate. Everybody still has their jobs and their careers, but everybody is healthy, so that's always a plus. And I do talk to them quite frequently. If anybody knows me, I'm a big family person, so FaceTimes are frequent.
So, Paige, we can see over your, I guess it's your right shoulder, there's a Masters flag with a bunch of signatures on it. Obviously, you were a collegiate golfer. Golf is a huge part of your life. First off, who's on that flag and which one is that from? Did you get to go to the Masters?
I did get to go to the Masters. You're pulling a hard question on me right now. I don't remember who signed it. Um, but there's a lot of big names. But yeah, I went to the Masters back in 2014, and it was just a really fun experience. I was one of the lucky ones that entered the lottery system that the Masters has. It was the first time I'd ever entered it, and I won tickets. So I took my mom and my cousin. My brother was supposed to go, but something came up. He had just graduated from college and was starting his new job, so he couldn't go. But a once in a lifetime experience. It was really cool.
Do you remember who the winner was from 2014?
I wasn't there on Sunday. I think it was Adam Scott. That's or Bubba Watson. It was right around that time.
Yeah, that's awesome. But you know what? I want to take you with me the next time I get lottery tickets. Are you one of those people that's just really lucky? I want you to pick my numbers.
I don't know if I'm really lucky. I haven't won it since, and I've been in every year since. But I know there's a few people in Albuquerque that go quite frequently, so I'm trying to jump on that bus. But yeah, with it being pushed back this year, maybe I'll have another opportunity.
Sign me up for that bus.
I will. I will.
Thank you. So, is there some other cool golf memorabilia hanging around there in your home office there in your bedroom?
Yeah, this is my guest bedroom, which was never an office until a couple months ago, but it's also kind of my sports room. You can't see much of it, but I've got a flag above me from the PGA Championship. On my desk here, I have a ball from the Solheim Cup that's signed by a bunch of LPGA players. That was at my uncle's course. And so, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff, trophies. And I even have a bunch of stuff in my office that you've probably seen when you've been there too. So.
The PGA flag above your head, you said has what? Bubba Watson, Zach Johnson, other notables?
Yeah, Zach Johnson, Bubba Watson, Kenny Perry. I can't even read half these signatures, but it was really cool. We actually got the scorecard book from Bubba Watson's caddy that day when we were there. I went up with a bunch of my college teammates. It was in Hazeltine, Minnesota, and so it was only about 3 hours from where I went to college.
The Solheim Cup ball. Who are your favorite players? Some LPGA legends on that ball, I'm sure.
There are. One that's not on the ball is Annika Sorenstam. She was my idol growing up as far as a female golfer. But Michelle Wie, Brittany Lang, you name it. I think I almost have everybody from the USA team. So those that aren't familiar, the Solheim Cup is the Ryder Cup for the LPGA. So.
Paige Klostermann with us from the UNM Lobo Club. You guys have been doing incredible things. The most recent post that I saw on social media included President D. Dennis as part of your initiative to basically say thank you to the first responders. Tell us how this whole project that you guys have undertaken over the last now nearly 2 months came about.
Yeah, it's just been a lot of different conversation, whether it was within the Lobo Club, if it was a community member that came to us, but we have a lot of really great partners. And so we just try to, think of ways that we could bring our donors and connect them to our community partners, frontline workers and things like that. So we've done a big initiative with the UNM Food Bank by bringing different food items there. That was a big partnership with Albertsons. And now we have, we're raising money to feed frontline hospital workers at UNMH, but also we've done Presbyterian, Loveless, other hospitals throughout the city. So we're delivering about 50 meals for each meal, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for the next 9 days. And so yesterday was the first day, so 10 days in total. So it's a pretty cool opportunity. Coaches are volunteering to help go deliver the meals, and we're just really trying to be a great partner and connect UNM athletics with our community.
That's incredible work that you guys are doing, and I know these are interesting times with regard to annual giving, and that's affected everything right now, hasn't it?
It has. We've delayed some stuff. We're just trying to be cognizant. It's not easy times for anybody. And so, we're not actively going out and asking for money at this point. But, if money comes in, which it is, we're still taking advantage of that. So that will all ramp back up here in the coming weeks to months. But we're just trying to make sure that we stay engaged at this point and interact with as many donors as possible. Let them know that we're thinking of them. A lot of them have questions. How are the student athletes doing? What's coach doing? Different things like that. And so we just try to engage those two parties.
Assistant AD of Annual Giving at the Lobo Club, Paige Klostermann, with us. Paige, thanks so much for being with us here in the Lobo Lounge. You stay safe and healthy. And man, I hope to see you back in the Maloof building here pretty soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. We'll have to go play golf one of these days.
I still want that bunker lesson too that we've talked about.
Yeah, those tennis coaches keep telling that story.
All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Lobo Lounge. Thanks to Paige Klostermann. Till next time, everybody, so long and go Lobos.